Now, again, the question is here, what type of trader are you? Are you a slanted support and resistance trader or a horizontal one? Because this is going to give you two different looks. If price were to do this, you are a slanted support and resistance trader, meaning you're using the blue slanted neckline, you have a completed head and shoulders. However, if you are using horizontal support and resistance, you do not have a completed head and shoulders. Does that make sense, guys? Now, does it matter which one you use? Hey guys, Killstokes here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the head and shoulders pattern, which is one of my favorite classic pattern formations to trade in the market. However, we're going to put a little bit of a different twist on it. Instead of just talking about the pattern in general, we're going to talk about different ways to trade the patterns, and in general, how traders taking different approaches will have different outlooks on the market, which is okay. It's also a very hard part about trading. It gets a lot of traders confused because we typically feel like there's one correct way to do something, and if we don't do it that way, we are wrong. Now, before we hop in, I need you guys to do me a favor. I know a lot of you guys watch these videos on a regular basis. You love it, but you don't actually hit that like button, and it doesn't count unless you hit the like button. So while you're watching this video right now, literally right now, hit that like button, show me some love, make me feel happy around the holiday season, because you wouldn't want me to be sad around Christmas, would you? All right, let's hop in. There's probably about 5 or 6 of these setups in the market right now looking exactly the same. But yeah, we have our clear directional move down, check one. We have our retracement, check two. We have our shallower, doesn't have to be shallower, but ideally if it kind of fits into the whole philosophy of the head and shoulders, this should be a shallower extension, meaning that this extension is shorter than the previous extension, which gives us a sign of a slowing down in trend. We then have a deep retracement right here. Joop. We then have a failed extension right here, right shoulder. And boom, we have a potential head and shoulders. Now, it's not a completed one until we violate the neckline. But yeah. Now, again, the question is here, what type of trader are you? Are you a slanted support and resistance trader or a horizontal one? Because this is going to give you two different looks. If price were to do this, you are a slanted support and resistance trader, meaning you're using the blue slanted neckline, you have a completed head and shoulders. However, if you are using horizontal support and resistance, you do not have a completed head and shoulders. Does that make sense, guys? Now, does it matter which one you use? No, I don't personally care. But you have to be consistent. You're going to have very tough sledding if sometimes you use slanted trend lines and sometimes you use horizontal ones. So this is when you need to understand your philosophy. And pretty much I think the easiest way to do it is, like, I shouldn't say this, but typically if you're someone that's a trend line user, you're most likely going to use the slanted ones. If you're someone that is not a fan of trend lines, you're most likely going to use the horizontal one. But I suppose there could be instances where people say, hey, specifically for the head and shoulders, I'm always going to use the slanted one as well. But that's something that you have to discover about yourself. Which one do you want to use? Because if you don't, you're going to have a lot of inconsistencies in your trading. But yeah, spot on. Good job. Clear as day, in my opinion, head and shoulders pattern. Well done. Now, the next question is, for me, is it one that is tradable? For me, it probably wouldn't be, and I'll tell you the reason why on this time frame. So I always look at things as a perspective of what is it, and then selfishly, can I make money from it, right? I know it sounds bad, but I'm a trader, not an analyst. I read, I think I want to do a podcast episode on that, the difference between a trader and an analyst. Do you guys know the difference? Ooh, I should tease you. Wait for the podcast. But there's a difference between being able to analyze a market and being able to trade the market. And they are, a trader, I suppose, should be a good analyst as well, but there are differences. So, again, you guys know my philosophy. I am a structure person, scared of structure, first sign of danger, get out, get my money, right? So, The area in which I would be looking for profits would be right here, because that is the next level that I would expect to be hit. If you are more ambitious, and some people see past this stuff, you're thinking up here. And that's a completely different story. So this is a good example of how two traders can have two different opinions. So for me, I am a horizontal support and resistance trader. So for this head and shoulders to be valid, I need a violation of this yellow line, right? So I need price action to do this. I'm a pullback trader, so then I need a pullback and a chance to trade it up. However, if price does this, what have we done? Have we already gone to the level in which I expected price to go to? And if we have, what do we call that? Well, we say the move has been made. Now, again, this may not happen, right? We may get a small break, and that could be different. But if we're assuming we're going to get a bigger break from here, and again, you never know, then that move has been made. So do I want to enter a trade again if the area that I thought would be hit was already hit? My answer is no. So this wouldn't be a trading opportunity for me. However, if you're looking up here, hell yeah, right? I mean, unless we break out and do this, and then you're out of luck. But if we break out here and retest it, hell yeah, you have plenty of room. So you can see just the small differences between how people trade, whether you're slanted trend line versus horizontal support and resistance, whether you are conservative target versus aggressive target. It changed the trade in a few ways, and this is the uniqueness of trading. This is what is cool about it. This is what's also frustrating, right? It's cool because, we spoke about fitting trading around your life and all that fun stuff. It's cool because trading is really it's you, it's your personality, it's your philosophy. It is your custom vehicle that you are custom fitting. Like you open a door, hello, Mr. Stokes. And the seats adjust to fit your body perfectly, which is awesome. What also makes it frustrating, though, is when a lot of people are learning, and a lot of people don't learn the correct way. We have a unique way of teaching here at Tier 1, obviously. But when a lot of people are learning, and I told you I was this in my early on my trading career, they just want the answers. It's like, look, just give me the black or white answer, because most things like math, right? 2 + 2 is always 4. No matter how you look at it, 2 + 2 is always 4, right? 3 + 2 is always 5. 2 + 3 is always 5, right? There's always one answer. And we're conditioned to wanting this one answer, right or wrong, black or white, right? Coffee or tea, hamburger or veggie burger. I got in so much trouble the one time on the internet. I said, I like veggie burgers. I also like bacon. So I said, why not make a veggie burger and put bacon on it? And I did that. I went on Twitter. I was proud of myself. I said, man, I just had a delicious garden burger with bacon on it, and I got destroyed. The vegans tore me apart. The meatitarians tore me apart. I was disrespecting the veggie burger. I was disrespecting the bacon. No one had my side. This is what I learned. This is after years of being a public figure and getting running into every type of troll on the internet. I'm talking, threats. I'm talking racist comments. All the stuff that comes with being a public figure. This was the worst. This is when I knew the internet was toxic. All the other stuff, I'm like, it happens. Racism, it happens. Threats, it happens. I'm American. Nothing new here. And it rolls off. Someone said the other day that trolls don't bother me because I've been an Everton supporter for all these years. So, it just can't get worse than that. If I can survive supporting Everton, although we won 4-0 yesterday, if I can survive supporting Everton and the pain that comes with that week in and week out, I can survive everything. But man, I learned the internet was toxic when I talked about a veggie burger with bacon. There was no safe space for me. But the hard part about trading is, again, we think it's black or white. And it's not. And for some people, that's very, very hard to digest. But what happens is once you're able to understand it, once you're able to understand that it is black or white, but it's black or white based off what shade of black and what shade of white you want to create, then it's really, really, really awesome, because now it's that custom vehicle. So Really cool stuff right there. Alex says, I think Peter Brandt says Head and Shoulders targets equal to the Head and Shoulders. There's a whole bunch of traditional ways to do it. I don't believe in that stuff, but there's tons of ways you can do it, right? You can look for structure or analyze the market. You can take an AB leg from the head to the left shoulder and drag it on for AB equals CD. You can take a Fibonacci and do it like that. You can take the entire height of the pattern, right? You can do all this for breakouts as well. You can take the entire height of the pattern and drag that on, right? You got to find your right fit. My personal preference when it comes to picking targets is by doing analysis and asking myself where I think price is likely to go. So just to give a quick example of like, hey, if I'm doing equal length of the Head and Shoulders pattern, right? And a breakout of equal length. The question is, do I want targets here? Now, what do you guys think about targets in this area? Are you fans? Are you not fans? Me personally, I'm not a fan because, well, we got a big old level of structural resistance here that we have to break to get there, right? So for me, like, why am I going to put a rule that puts me in a place that I don't expect price to get to? At the same time, if you've tested a million Head and Shoulders patterns and you've done it this way and this is the most profitable way, then your belief system is a little bit different. Your belief system is that, hey, I don't really care about structure or keel. Whoop-de-doo, I'm going to shoot for this. And again, that goes back to what we spoke about before, the customizable part of trading, where Paul may say, I'm a structure dude, not playing that game. I'd rather take it off as structure. Where Alex may say, hey, you know what? No, like I take one-to-one measure moves, right? Same thing we talk about with advanced patterns, where I believe in Fibonacci's, right? 3D2, 618, right? Those mean something to me. Someone else, they may be voodoo magic. And you're like, why are you taking it to those random levels? So again, what's the wrong and right answer? There is none, right? It's up to you. And if you've done things the right way, if you progress the right way in your trading, your testing results have your back. So if I'm coming in here and I'm like, man, Alex, that's stupid. You should never take targets up there. You're an idiot. Alex showed me his back testing results and says, look, look at that. Who's the idiot now? And I'm like, okay, touche, okay, you got it. Fair play. Because numbers don't lie, do they? Unless you sabotage them, which was another conversation I had on the platform with someone yesterday. Sabotaging their numbers. They're like, Akil, does this look right? I was like, no. They're like, here's what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, let's make sure you're not curve fitting here. But it happens. That's part of the learning process. So, good stuff. I told you these slow days are great. We get good conversations. All right. We're going to do a few more things. That's all questions just came in. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hey, if you ever want to hop into one of our live sessions, they are open to you. Just head over to www.tier1trading.com. That is our website. We have a 14-day risk-free trial where you can get on the platform, play around for 14 days, download some software, chat with the community, hop in some live sessions, take some courses with no risk at all, meaning there's no sneaky auto bill or anything like that. So head on over, www.tier1trading.com. December is the perfect time to get started on your trading journey. That way you're ready to start the new year fresh, right? Why wait till January when you can start now? And until next time, plan your trade your plan. Take care.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague, we all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name, all our insecurities are on display.